Hey, good morning. And you know what time it is? It's time for another daily dose of hort. Well, here at the Urban Nano Farm, I've really been wanting to go outside and do some things in the yard, but over the last
3 days.
That's not where I was going. Good morning. Good morning. You know what time it is? It's time for another daily dose of hort. Here at the Urban Nano Farm, I've been really wanting to get back out into the garden and kind of show you guys what we're doing this spring, but it's been raining like crazy. Since April 8th, we've had 16 inches of rain here, and over the last 3 days, we've had over 12 inches of rain. And you want to know something? It's still raining, so obviously we're undercover here on the back porch. But what I wanted to do today is kind of show you the final harvest of our Swiss chard that we were growing this year in the salad tables. And I really think I showed this on an earlier daily dose last fall when we actually planted these plants. But you just can't deny that this is a colorful crop. You know, this is a selection called Bright Lights. And just look at the rainbow of colors that we have with this Swiss chard. You know, and I always like to tell folks that, you know, when you're growing vegetables, remember that you eat with your eyes first. And so let's grow some really pretty veggies to put on the table. Now, I've already, obviously harvested these. I've already cleaned them up. But I just wanted to show you how I prep these. And there's really two uses that we can use with this. We can do it from a sauteed or a cooked perspective of the big leaves, but the small leaves are perfect eating raw in a salad. So let's just go ahead and let's just grab this nice red selection. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut off here. I'm just going to cut the bottom of it off. And kind of separate these out into, let's see here. Those are going to be cooked. So these I'll cook because they're a little bigger. These guys I'm going to chop up, and they're going into salads today. So and I'm going to make a couple piles. What other color do you want to use, Kate?
Yellow.
Yellow. So we'll go in here, and again, we just cut that off, and we'll separate this out. And really with these, this is how I would separate them out. Fresh and cooked, okay? One thing that you do have to watch out for this time of year with chard are slugs. And I think I got them all out of here. I didn't really want to do a gross video. But the slugs get in here, and they like to get up all into this foliage and munch on it. This is an example of slug damage. See how they have enjoyed the Bright Light Swiss chard. And I just don't want to bore everybody with slug. Oh, did you find one?
No.
No. Piece of bark. Oops. And I guess I did a good job with the hose and getting those out of there. But you want to be careful with things like that because you don't, protein is good. You don't want slug protein, okay? One last thing about Swiss chard. Did you know it's a relative of beet? And it doesn't produce a, and when I was cutting these, I thought, it doesn't produce a root like a beet, but you look at the cross section of the root, and it kind of reminds you of some of the beets that are out in the market. So, anyways, if it's too late to grow Swiss chard for the table this year, put it on your calendar to grow next year in the garden. And listen, thanks for joining us. I'm horticulturist Gary Bachman. We'll see you next time on another daily dose of hort.